welcome to Rusty Bow. Today we have the section of, you guessed it, the crowbar that I have left over, and I'm going to make at least one arrowhead. I want to make one for my friend Steve, another one threaded. I'd like to give him a set at some point. Might make one for myself. I have fixed up some arrow shafts to put heads on, and so they're kind of eager too. So we'll see what we get. Stay tuned. got the Yari style arrowhead that I'm going to put some threads on for Steve's arrow shafts. So I have here an aluminum shaft of my own. I'm going to see how it fits on there. Is it going to be strong? Or do I have to... Yeah, I think that'll work. It's not, I didn't go to make it super pretty. I mean, I still have to harden these, but I mean, you know, I don't want to make something so beautiful and then it gets lost, and you know. But I'll put a little more time into it. But it's just playing around. I think he'll appreciate that, and it's light enough so that trapped in. Threading this arrowhead. All right, let's see how this fits. Easy peasy. There we go. And that's lighter than I thought it was going to be too, so I think that will be just fine. I'll put these on. I think I have enough aluminum arrowheads for this. I'll just give them to him, or if he wants to put them on his own, that's fine. But yeah, so there you go. Okay, so I have the 3 arrowheads here. This one's mine. I wanted to do just a goofy Tanto one. And this one is for Steve. It's threaded, like mine, which is tang. So Steve's 2 are threaded, and this one in particular is 3-sided. And this is, you know, these are just really rough edges. I wasn't too worried too much about it. I just thought I'd have fun with something. It's very sharp on the end. So if you want to try puncturing something, go through some galvanized steel or something like that pretty easy, I think. And I cheated. I used the cutting wheel and put a little groove in there that normally I would use like make a folder or something, like I did with my actual Yari. This is just a Yari style arrowhead. So, but I'm gonna go harden these, and I will probably test that one out. Okay, so I obviously I clay tempered these because I clay temper everything, but yeah, you can see a little bit of the Hammond there. You can see the Hammond along here, the seam, and harder to see, but this actually has kind of a Hammond too. You can't see it so well on this side, but definitely along there. I don't know if it will show up on this. On the camera or not, but that's okay. The main thing is that tip has to be good and hard, and the rest of it hard enough. So, but I'm gonna put this on an arrow shaft. I'll put these are easy. I'll just screw those into the aluminum shafts. But I'll put this on I think I got a bamboo shaft that'll fit on. Maybe I'll play around with that. Oh, and yeah, Steve, because these are Steve's, I'm going to let him break their virginity. So I'll only be shooting this one. Okay, here are the 3 arrows I made for Steve. Zing. And they are threaded, obviously, and Batman one I made last week. 2 on the ends I obviously made today. And they ought to be fun for him to shoot. And here's the one I made for myself, which is on a bamboo shaft, and it's I wanted to do something kind of Tanto-ish, so that ought to be fun too. I think I will test that now. All right, I'm gonna test this one. It's like a mini Tanto, but I think it's light, so we'll see how it does. Oh yeah, it shoots nice. Let's go take a look. All right, that actually landed pretty much where I wanted it to land. Unfortunately, because of the shape of it, I'm going to have to pull it through. But there it is. So I don't know, at some point I might have to test this on something more fun. But for now, it's just going to be haystacks, I think. All right, let's give it a second test. Yeah, that shoots nice. Yeah, that went very close to where I want it to go. I mean, it's a little off to the left, but there we go. Now it pulled out this time. That's good. All right, one more. All right, 3rd time pays for all, right? Let's do it. A little low, but it hit the stacks. All right, so it is down here somewhere. Question is there? Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely hit the stacks. It's just low, and I'm gonna have to push it through and pull it out on the other side. Yeah, looks like it just skimmed the pallet. Didn't hit it though. So I could give this a quick rundown. Now this is just like a standard. I got these arrows from a Chinese company years ago, but I reuse everything. I repurpose everything when I make my own arrowheads, and so turned out pretty decent. Okay, not bad for pieces of tire iron, huh? A tire iron is going to give me a lot of arrowheads. I tell you, I like tire irons. They're you can get them hard, but they're pretty resilient. So when you make stuff, So these two you're going to have to wait for Steve to shoot, and along with the Batman arrow. But I guarantee you that's going to be fun because he's got to shoot, and I still don't know why he wants to shoot this thing he bought. So it works great, or at least works pretty good. But he just wants to shoot it. So it's like, all right, we're going to do it. So, all right, hope you had a good week, and I will see you on the other side of this one. You stay well. Be good.